we spent an hour saying that we do trust juries and that jury is an important part of this legal system, but it comes to a point where American legal system is now full of agencies and administrative judges actually not giving any room to juries. So how can you make these two things come together?
That's a good question. So we have in this country, by last count, hundreds of federal administrative agencies. And each of the 50 states has administrative agencies as well. The administrative agencies perform many functions. And it really depends on what the administrative agency is tasked to do. That determines what particular functions it performs. But for many of the administrative agencies, there is an adjudicatory function. So hearing and considering claims, brought by people, whether it's decisions made by a board, a group like the National Labor Relations Board, or whether it's a decision rendered by one person, an administrative law judge, for example. Administrative agencies perform substantial adjudicatory functions. But I don't think that that's because of any distrust of jurors or juries generally. I think it has to do quite simply with the fact that as our country has grown, and as our legal system has developed, we have an instance where not having administrative agencies and not having them perform some adjudicatory functions, allowing every person who believes he or she is aggrieved to go directly to court and file a case, that would cripple our legal system. That would not only be too much for juries to handle, right? The cases would not make it that far because it would be way too much for judges to handle, So I don't think administrative agencies and the fact that they perform adjudicatory functions is a distrust of juries, really. I think it's necessary simply because of the number of claims, that exist. It does certainly, to the extent that individuals within an administrative agency bring some expertise to the position, that helps. But in any given case that a judge decides, a judge may or may not have expertise in that particular area of the law, So a lack of legal expertise or a lack of scientific expertise or technical expertise or whatever a particular case, may require, a lack of expertise is not something necessarily that's unique to jurors. It may be that a judge is called upon to decide a case in which she lacks expertise about that particular claim.